Hello everyone, welcome to the Up All Night channel. Today I wanted to discuss a knife that has been long since discontinued, a knife that you deserve to know how to spot the difference between a real one and a fake one, the ZT-0620CF. Now this is a Chinese one, but I'm going to go over every detail and spec here, how you can tell that this is not a legit ZT product versus a Chinese reproduction. Okay. The ZT-0620CF was a wave folder released all the way back, I think, in 2015? Either 2015 or 2016. Great folder. Designed by Ernest Emerson. Has the wave feature, so it deploys from the pocket. It's very utilitarian. You know, especially with the Tanto design and the swedge and everything. It's just, you know, it's very, it acts very much like a chisel sometimes if you want it to be used that way. Not that I recommend using it that way, as the steel is subpar. It is not, you know, CTS 204P like the inscription claims it is. It is not 1025, you know, serial number like it claims it is. A key thing you're going to notice right off the rip to tell that this is a fake one is that the grinds aren't satin and that the scales are carbon fiber. These grinds here should be satin and done similar to this configuration, like this satin grind. It shouldn't be stone wash like it is. It's a full stone wash finish. Normally it would be stone wash flats, satin grinds. So that's normally how it would be. The next key difference will be that the thumb disc, this is a standard Kershaw Emerson and EKI Emerson thumb disc. This is not the ZT 0620, 0630 thumb disc. It is wider and thinner. And it also does not have the cross-checkered pattern on the side. It has a coin pattern on the side. It is a 10 millimeter pivot, you know, with a female and male pivot pieces. It does have two stop pivots. Or two stop pins, I should say. The carbon fiber on this one is thicker than the titanium side. So normally on the real one, the titanium side would be thicker than the carbon fiber and steel side. So as soon as you see that the carbon fiber is thicker than it should be, that's a dead giveaway. Another dead giveaway is that the inside is milled. I don't know if I can get the lighting to show you this, but you can see there's spaces. They skeletonized it a bit, the titanium lock bar side, so it is a bit lighter than a real one. That's another dead giveaway. The standoffs are the same. The lanyard post is the same. Stop pins are the same. The hardware is all mostly the same. You're not really going to tell the difference, except for that the clip, this is a bit more shallow. It doesn't rise as high here as on the real one. So as soon as you see that this is a bit narrow of an opening for you to put your pants pockets through, like as soon as you notice that, like that's another dead giveaway. Another dead giveaway is that there's no linear milling in the cutout and the lock relief cutout. There's no linear milling. Normally there'd be linear milling, like a pattern, like in this cutout there should be some lines going diagonal. For the most part, it looks, you know, I've had a real ones, so this looks very similar to the real deal, but it's just not. And the main difference being, you know, to my dismay, is that this is ball bearings encased in phosphor bronze washers, which drives me absolutely nuts because it really should just be phosphor bronze washers. It's the simplest you can make it, and it makes it fun to break in the knife. But now this knife is literally just as it should be, you know. I mean, by as it should be, I mean, like, it functions the way you open and close it, the way it would if it were a worn-in phosphor bronze washer, whereas this is ball bearings, which is a little bit of a disappointment to me, but not a deal breaker, because for 70 bucks, like, this is a great knife to have. Real titanium lock bar side, carbon fiber stainless steel liner, you know, presumably stainless steel, you know, blade. Even if it is subpar steel, like, the design is there. This is still a very killer, you know, design to have in your collection. Like, as long as you know that you're buying the fake, I don't see a problem in knowing that you're buying the fake. Like, because they're discontinued, and this one particularly, yeah, is discontinued, so there shouldn't be that big of a deal, like, with you buying a fake, knowing that you're buying a fake. The problem comes in whenever people start marketing these things as the real deal and try to push them for $220, $250, you know, so on and so forth. Like, when people try to market, you know, counterfeit or clone knives, I don't care about the argument of which is which. To me, a clone is a clone, and a clone looks exactly like the reproduction original. So, like, they can be sold as counterfeit knives. Like, I think the counterfeit ploy comes into view whenever somebody knowingly is selling a fake as a real deal. I think that's where it becomes a problem. And I'm not going to give you links. I'm not going to feed you, because honestly, like, buying these from DHgate, I don't know if it's really worth it. You know, because they are technically probably stealing your IP or, you know, financial information. I am personally an impoverished nobody, so they are not getting anything worthwhile. But, yeah. So if you're hoping for the hardware to somehow be different, you know, like the pivot and the screws and everything from the real deal, those are not different except for the thumb disc. The thumb disc, like I said, is thinner and wider than on a real one. And it should be a cross-checkered pattern, not a coin straight line pattern. So, yeah. If you're hoping for, you know, these counts to be different, you know, how many divots there are here or here, down here, I mean. If you're hoping for that to somehow be different, it's identical to the real one. The real dead giveaway to me is the pivot system. Like, you just feel it as you deploy the knife. Like, it just feels like ball bearings. Like, right from the rip. So if you feel ball bearings right from the rip, like, if you know the difference and how that feels, like, then that's a dead giveaway for it being fake. Also, the skeletonized areas in the liner, that's a dead giveaway for it being a fake. But now that I've covered everything that separates this from the real deal, do I think this is an objectively bad knife to buy for the money? Absolutely not. If you know that you're buying a fake and you're only paying $70 for what used to be a $220 knife, you know, retail, like, that's retail. Like, that's not even considering the collector's value on these deals because they got discontinued. Like, I literally had ZT contact me, Kai. They literally contacted me after I sold my original ones because they were like, dude, you said you'd never sell them, so do you want us to just send these back to you? And I was like, no, don't do that. You'll just cause yourself a whole bunch of trouble, and, like, and I'll just look like a scammer, and they'll just report me and everything. Like, it's just, you know, I was like, just fix the knives and return it to whoever sent it to you. It's theirs now. Like, they were that shocked that I got rid of these because, like, I did say that these are my all-time favorite knives. But being that they're discontinued, I think it's fair game that I buy a Chinese manufacturer made version of these. Like, Obviously, if these were springing up on Reddit or anywhere else that sells knives, like, you know, private sale, like if these were popping up anywhere else regularly, like, I wouldn't see the need. But given that this is such a rare knife and that people rarely want to get rid of it because it's such a cool one, you know, it's very tactical or whatever, very very convenient, not just at work, but for self-defense and a whole bunch of other uses. Like, it's too cool of a knife to let go too easily. So, like, even I had trouble letting it go for less than the retail price. Like, I let mine both go for retail price, and they were used. So, yeah, let's do just a couple size comparisons here. Here's a Microtech Trudon beside it. Here's the mini bug out beside it. It's a pretty sizable knife. It's really nothing to sneeze at. I highly recommend this knife to anybody looking for something utilitarian that can open from the draw. Even if you're looking for, you know, and albeit a side piece, you know, to go with your gun, I definitely recommend it because it's just such a handsome, you know, knife. The carbon fiber is fantastic, even in the Chinese reproduction. I don't know what else to tell you guys. They did a good job reproducing this. They may have over-engineered it a little bit more than necessary. I would have preferred phosphor bronze washers to ball bearings, but all in all, I mean, they did a beautiful job, and I can't really complain too much about it, like, other than the ball bearings and the skeletonized titanium. That's, you know, the milling. That's about all I can complain about. Everything else is pretty up to standard. You know, the thumb disc is a little off. You know, they got the Kisaki right for once. It is a rounded, you know, like, it's not totally flat. Let me see if I can find a totally flat surface. Let's see. See, it's not completely linear, the tip. Sometimes they made a mistake with the tip and made them too straight. But these ones, they've been doing really well. So those are the key differences between a real one and a fake one. I hope this has been informative to you. I hope that if you've been debating whether or not to get a Chinese reproduction, this kind of sells you on it. Because, I mean, paying, you know, anywhere between 40 and 70 bucks, you know, for one of these is better in a way than paying 220 plus for the real deal, in a way. I mean, I definitely prefer having the real deal. I miss having the real deal. Trust me, I miss having the real 0620 and 0630 in carbon fiber scaling, but stuff happens. You have to get rid of stuff that's precious to you to make ends meet, to help people out, like, in your family and everything, and to provide for those that need providing. So, I mean, you can judge me all you want for getting the fake one. I love this knife too much to have to wait forever just to be able to hold and carry it, you know, or something similar to it. And this is close enough where I'm pretty satisfied with my purchase. So God bless. I hope you all, hope your plates are full and your cups overflow. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Bye-bye.